in this video, we'll see how you can use Alarm Manager to schedule repeated tasks. The task can be to periodically send a GPS location to a server, or a task can be to repeatedly check the battery level of your phone, or a task can be to repeatedly perform anything which you want to do, right? So Android provides a handy library called Alarm Manager to do this very easily. In our use case, we'll just go ahead and create a simple alarm manager that will just show a toast message every 10 seconds, right? So the steps to create this particular exercise is, as usual, we'll create one activity so that the user can trigger the alarm and stop the alarm. We'll create a broadcast receiver that will be triggered by the alarm manager, and finally write the alarm manager code that will actually bind the broadcast receiver and put it in the Android system for schedule, right? Let's go ahead and start. So I'm back. Let's create a new project called Alarm Manager Demo. This time again we'll create a new activity. So this is the app is created. I'll go ahead and define a new activity. I'll go ahead and define a new activity using new activity, empty activity. We don't want anything in the activity, and let's have a layout file. So the activity has been created for us. In the activity main, we'll just create two buttons. So we have defined a simple layout which will have two buttons: start alarm service and stop alarm service. Let's bind them in the Android code in our activity. So before binding the alarm manager, let's go ahead and create the broadcast receiver as well. So we'll create a broadcast receiver by name alarm manager alarm broadcast receiver. So we'll go ahead and create a class called a receiver called alarm triggered broadcast receiver. In the broadcast receiver, we have written a code to simply show a toast message with the current date and time. This broadcast receiver now should be bound to the button called start alarm, so that when you click on start alarm, the alarm manager is scheduled and the broadcast receiver is triggered every 10 seconds. In the start alarm button, we have written code to get the alarm manager instance, create an intent for broadcast called broadcast intent, add a pending intent for broadcast intent, and finally set the alarm. So the alarm manager provides you with a set of options. So in the set, we will just set single alarm. In alarm manager, you can say set inexact repeating, which means the alarm will be repeated every milliseconds or every every x interval milliseconds you want the trigger to be. Or you can say set exact. This in the set exact, the alarm will be triggered only once and at that point of time. So for our purpose, we'll go ahead and create a set inexact repeating. So here the set inexact repeating requires the type of alarm, trigger at millis, interval, and the pending intent.